Good morning and welcome to this, our 23rd streaming on this one. I know things are busy times, but looking forward to working with you guys today. We've got some different drills, and for those that have just joined us fresh, not been with us before, the idea of these concepts is stuff that you can do at home. So you can train with us at home. We're going to post this live afterwards, so you can watch the recording and perhaps do it again if you want to. If you have not come through the website, then if you'd like to be able to see this after this live recording, if you go on to cargamos.com, and you can actually then see this throughout the whole week. Any inquiries, go to cargamos@gmail.com or cargin@cargamos.com. When you go on there, it'll just ask to register in, so that we can communicate with you, let you know when we go live. Okay, nothing else from there. With that, the main thing with this, as I say, if you're new to this, I say this every time, but it's very important, go to your own pace. If you find we're going a little bit too fast for you, because we've got people of all different abilities with us, if it's going too fast, miss every other drill out. So we'll repeat some of the drills just so you get more comfortable with them. So if you're going too fast for you, do one, watch one, do one, watch one. If you just sit down and think, oh, it's a little bit faster, I'll watch the whole thing, you don't really get involved with it. Most important thing also, health-wise, if anything that's feeling very uncomfortable, then actually either take it down or don't do it at all. If there's any medical problems, then do see medical advice. Okay, anything that comes up there. Right, let's get going. So from there, feet together, arm up. Good. Right, from there, let's get warmed up. So let's move the body. So let's get those arms running. And let's take those arms backwards. And let's squeeze those arms in and out. And go up and down. And choosing up. And let's take it forwards. Crossing the arms over. From there, let's roll those knees out. So big circles on the knees. Let's get ourselves moving. Let's roll those knees inwards. So as I mentioned before, this is all designed so you can do stuff at home. So make sure you've got your space. We're going to be stepping forward, stepping back, and maybe going sideways. Let's bring the knees up to the shoulders. Okay, just let's loosen off those hips. So the big circles of the hips, keep it loose and light. And let's go around the other way. Okay, from there, have those feet double shoulder width, and we're just going to bend one way. And going over the other way. So you feel that gentle stretch in the inside leg, the adductor. Over back to the first side, up with the opposite arm, and over the top. Keep the back nice and straight, so we get good form. And you feel the stretch down the side of the legs. Let's go over the other side. So bend the knee first, up with the rear arm over the top. Okay, nice and relaxed, nothing overstretched. Let's turn both feet this direction, front knee bent, back leg straight, and just feel now on the front of the thigh, or the quadricep. Let's stretch out with the rear arm, and press it through. Change the back foot onto the ball foot, and take the knee to the floor, and again you'll feel that gently stretching through the quadricep. Let's get the legs moving before we do any work with them. Let's turn the face the other way. So both feet facing this way, front knee bent, back leg straight, and just a gentle lower in the hip. Now stretching out the rear arm, and press forward. So you can feel the stretch from the back heel all the way through to the front fingertips. Change the back foot onto the ball foot, dropping the knee, and gently holding in position. Okay, straightening up. We're going to bend this leg over here, have the hip, knee and foot in line, and lift the toes. Again, you're still feeling this gentle stretch on the adductor, just slightly further around. And over, and support on your bent knee. Don't put pressure on that straight leg. Okay, have the feet get together, just shoulder width. Have the hands up, keep the knees pointed forward. So we're going to isolate the waist on this slight rotation. So going around, getting the knees soft. Okay, good, good. And just a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, just fold in half. And picking up and waking each vertebrae at the back. Let's go up once more. Deep breath in, exhale. And coming back up. Right, we're going to warm up the hamstrings, the hips, the hip flexor. Take one leg back, put the same arm in front. We're going to lift the leg to the hand, height to suit yourself. Don't go too adventurous. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good, let's change the legs over. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good, we're going to go to a side lift. So let's take the heels this direction and we're going to lift the leg in the same way. Look over the rear shoulder, so straight line from the shoulder all the way through to the hip to the rear foot. So it's the side of the knee to touch the palm. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good, let's change the feet the opposite direction and the side knee to the palm. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good, and relax. Right, what we're going to do now is just go through some basic techniques, and it's the techniques we're going to be running for the program today. So to start, we've got the hands up. Now the front kick is easiest out of the bunch. So on your tiptoes, that's a part of contact the ball of the foot. So we're going to pick the knee up, pushing forward to the right, and change it to the left. There we go. There we go. Keep it soft in the joints, locking out the muscles. There we go. There we go. 2 more. And 1. Good, good, good. Right, from there, what we're going to do is take one leg back. So we've got the weight on the back leg. We're going to come around with this turning kick. Now the turning kick does what it says on the tin, it turns in. We're going to try out the front leg first. So we're going to pick the knee up, heel to the bottom, and drive around. And we're going to go up from the bottom. And go. And go. And go. 1 more. What you can do off the front leg, you can do off the back leg. The only thing is we must make sure both feet turn the same directions. So I'm going to lift the front foot, turn it round, and come around with the back leg. So always lift with the weight, so we're not driving into the floor. So we're going around with the back leg, heel to the buttocks, we're going around, coming back. Let's take it back. Keeping those hands up, keep yourself covered. So we're coming off the back leg, go. And go. And go. Go. 2 more. And 1. Good, good, good. Right, next one we're going to take it with a side kick. The side kick is designed for a side attack. So the motion of the kick, we're going to pick the knee and toes up. We're going to go out sideways. But for today, we're going to take it off our front leg. Our back leg's pointing sideways, our front leg's forwards. So I'm going to bring the knee up, go out and back. Keep yourself upright if you can. So with that front leg, we're going to go out. Let's go. And again, I've mentioned many times before, if you find balance is an issue, hold on to the back of the chair or press against the wall, just so we can take balance out if you're practicing. Let's go. And go. And go. 2 more. And 1. Good. And the other leg as well. So if you find it easier to have both feet facing this way while you learn how to do it, more is fine. Off the front leg. And go. And go. And go. 2 more. Right, moving on with that, we're going to do what's known as a knee kick. So when you use the knee, it's not the cap itself, it's the front and top part here. So if you just picture your knee up to your palm, that's a point of contact. Different targets, it could be groin, so access head, or ribs if you do it on a side turn. So from there, all we're going to get to do is bring the hands up, and we're just bringing the knee in. Now the hands help generate power on this one. We're just coming up in line with your chest, and come in, and come in, and come in. 2 more, and 1. Let's change legs. Let's go. If you find it easier to take it back, you can swing through then. You can either stack the feet together or swing through. And go. And go. 2 more. And 1. Good, good, good. Right, from there, we're going to step on the spot. We're going to come forward with a straight punch. Those that have trained before, you can do it with 2 hands, or if you're new to it, just jabbing out. Keep it soft in the elbow. We punch from the shoulder. We punch from the hip. It comes through. It's not just extending the fist. So on the spot first, change hands, change hands, change hands. 1 more. Right, this time I'm going to step. I'm going to step with same arm, same leg. So I'm going to use this arm and leg. So extend the opposite. We're going to step. Bring it back. Same thing. And go. 2 more with that arm. 1 more. And all we're going to do is change the arm and the leg. So we've got this arm up, punching with this one. Stepping forward. And go. And go. 1 more. Good. That's just a straight punch. A side punch does what it says on the tin. So if we got that L stance, for those that know, the weight's on the back leg, which we're using the front leg, and the body side on. So it is a side punch. So we can generate the same way, we're using 2 arms. So I'm going to step forward this leg, and same way, up, and go. 1 more, and we're going to use the other leg. 2 more, and 1. Good. Right, so what we're going to do this time is work a vertical punch. So it does what it says on the tin, the fists are turned up and down. Okay, that's the traditional punch, a vertical punch. A twin vertical punch is aimed for the jaw, so we're coming straight in to hit the side, either side of the point of the jaw. So it starts on the shoulders, extend both arms forwards, slight bend in the elbow, so it's driving forwards and upwards from shoulder to jaw. So we go forward, and go. 1 more before we step in. Now step with 1 leg. Bring it back, we're going to step with the other leg. And change. And change. 1 more on each leg. And go. Good. Right, from there, what we're going to do after the twin vertical punch, we're going to do a wedging block. This would actually stop that technique. So we start in 1 fist on top of the other. It comes up to your centre, from your solar plexus up to your jawline, and breaking out. So it could be from that twin vertical punch, it could be from a grab, so you grab it, or it could be from someone's actually had hands on. It can work there. So from there, up and turned out. Notice I'll finish on shoulder line. Doesn't have to go too far wide. So it's up, and again up. 1 more. While I'm stepping, I'm putting the body weight into the technique. So I'm going to step with 1 leg, step forward, other leg. Same way of doing the technique, doesn't matter which leg you're going forward with. 1 more on each leg. 1 more. Good, good, good. Right, from there, what we're going to work this time is known as a waist block. So if you watch any other film in the series, you'll know we do a middle block that goes from shoulder down to waist area, ribs. It can go higher, so that's the middle block or high block. We also do a low block, which covers from the waist down, covering abdominals, umbilicus, abdominals, groin area. But there's an area in between where this elbow is, so there's no blocking area with the elbow. It's not effective. So it's like a low block, but we're going to bring it up in line, covering the waist. So it's known as a waist block. So in situ, we just bring it down. Fist still pointed forwards as it would have been in low block. Other arm. Other arm. Other arm. One more. Now we're going to step with that. So we're going to step back this time. So I'm going back with this leg, and I'm going to block with that arm. Bring it back. Let's change the legs. Go back with this leg. So you see the elbows bend. The pivots of the elbow, not the shoulder, primarily. Go back this leg. Other leg. And go. And go. One more. Good. The last one before we go to a short VT, and this is using the palm. It's covering the same kind of area, different technique. We're going to come round with the arm and going upwards. So it could come from a punch, it could come from a side kick. So it's where it's aimed at the ribs area here. We're going to go round the limb and elevate. So without moving on the spot, so rotating to this hand, going upwards. We're going to use this hand. The other hand comes back in a straight pull. And again, I'm going to step back. So we're using this leg to step back. And again, stepping back. Stepping back, dropping the weight as the hand goes up. One more on each leg. And again. Okay, good. Right, when we come back after this short VT, we'll start putting some of those combinations together.
Hi there, it's James from Energize on behalf of Cargin Moss and the CMBBA. Master Moss, I should say. We're just here on the booking screen, so I've already logged in as my wife, Cameljeet, but I'm going to take you through the process of logging in. So let's say we're starting afresh and I haven't already logged in. So cmbba.energize.cloud is the address for now. I'm typing into the address bar here. The temptation is to type into, if you type into Google's search bar, that's going to do a search for it, which is not going to bring up the website that you actually need, because it's a temporary hosting that we're doing. So make sure you're typing it up here in this actual bar, cmbba.energize.cloud, and there's a couple of people that have had problems with that. I'm just going to accept the cookies, and we go to member access, and then please click here to enter the member password protected members area. So this is the first time, because I'm doing an incognito window, it's not storing any of my cookies, so I've got to log in again. But after you've done this once, it should remember you. If you have an issue, there's the contact us button there on a mobile that will just dial us straight away. And so you've got another button here you can call, or if you prefer to email, if you press that button there, it will just start an email. Obviously I'm not logged into Google either at the moment, but that, if you're logged into your email, that will start an email to us that we can help out. However, the email address is just your email, so I'm going to put in cam4bear@me.com, which is my wife's email address, and password is the one that you've been provided, and then start booking lessons. Welcome Kamaljeet to the CMBBA booking system, where you can reserve a slot in the class for yourself or your children. So we go down to book lessons now, and then in light of COVID, we've had to monitor numbers, so book a class for myself or book a class for my kids. Either one of these takes you down to this next bit. We wanted to make bookings as easy as possible for our members, and then there's these 3 points, so you can just familiarise yourself, and then we're going to insert this video here, so you'll see that there, and then welcome Kamaljeet, your account ID is that, but the membership number that you're more used to is this. That's more for sort of troubleshooting, as we're still in development on it. And then if you've been a member of the loyalty scheme, so if you've stayed paying throughout COVID, then it will display the number of months that you've been paying for throughout, because you'll get sort of added benefits from MasterMoss for those. So here it shows you the members you control. If you'd like to add it, if you think that you are not seeing a member here, so if you have, like, if I had a third child, or if I thought myself should be on it, I would click that, add member, and it goes straight down to, you can call here or send an email, and then we can get that member added to your account. It might be that there's members on there, but they haven't been tied to the accounts that control them. The accounts are what pays for the membership. The members are how many members there are. So the children plus the member plus the adults will all be members, but they might all be paid for by one account, if that makes sense. So you can click on the member. So if it's the first time you're doing it, it'll just say you haven't got any lessons at the moment, but I can see the lessons that Simran has got coming up. So today is Thursday the 30th of July, so she has one on Monday the 3rd of August and one on Wednesday the 5th of August. And then the red button is I can book a lesson. If you're not seeing any lessons here, it will say go to the red button to book your next lesson, or you can choose another member to see their bookings. If I just scroll down to the bottom of the page, you can see previous lessons that you've attended to as well, so you've got a historical record of all the lessons that member's been to. So if we want to book another lesson, so we've got Monday the 3rd of August, Wednesday the 5th of August. So Monday the 3rd of August, she was booked on this lesson. So I'll just show you what happens. So we'll go through the process. Now, she was already booked on this lesson. So you go to book a member. Let's go on to Simran. And let's try to book her again. And it'll say this member was already booked on this lesson. This member is also booked on these 2 other dates. If you've got any more available booking credits, you'll see them down the bottom here. So let's go back to the lessons. Let's try and book her on another lesson coming up. So maybe we'll put her on this one. So as you click on the different lessons, if you don't have somebody that you can book on that lesson, you'll just see the return to lessons button. Return to lessons, return to lessons, and return to lessons. Because both Rajan and Simran are in the Juniors Blue to Black, that's the only one that has the book this lesson button. So you don't need to worry about making a mistake and booking the wrong lessons. This should only let you book the lessons that you are able to. So let's try, so this lesson is Wednesday the 12th of August. So let's go down to the members and let's book Simran onto this lesson. And there we see booking successful. And it shows that she's got 2 available booking credits. She only has 1 available booking credit. That's a bug. If we go to the same lesson again, we try and book it, it'll go, you're already booked on that. She's actually only got 1 available booking credit. I'll sort that bug out. Sorry about that. Forgot to add 1 to the take 1 away of the booking credits at the time of booking, but yeah. So then if we wanted to book Rajan as well, it's just as simple. We don't need to go back to the lessons. He's right here. We can just go booking there. He's already successful. We've got that same bug there. he hasn't got 2 available credits, he's only got 1 available credit left for that week. And then we'll go back to show all of lessons. So if we try and book too many lessons, so they're booked on for this week, I think it was let's try and book this one. So this one's Thursday. Yeah, it says, sorry, this member has already booked 2 lessons this week. The number of lessons booked for this member 2. This member, and it shows you what other lessons they're booked on. This member is also booked on the 27th and the 28th. And it tells you this lesson resides in the week starting and ending on. So you can see which week you've got credits left available. But as you can see, Simran is already in the Monday and the Tuesday, and I believe it would make sense that Rajan is as well, being as we drop them both off at the same time. But you might want different children on different lessons, so it's up to you. Okay, and then go back to see the lessons again. So then, just to recap, so the members that we control, you can see all of the lessons we've got coming up. So she's got Monday the 3rd, Wednesday the 5th, and that's the booking that I've just made, Wednesday the 12th of August. And then you can book another lesson, or you can choose another member to see their booking. So let's see what Rajan's booked on. We can see Rajan's booked on Monday, Wednesday, and that's Wednesday the 12th that I've just added there. So you can see the future lessons coming up, and you can easily book another lesson. It just takes you to all of the lessons. They're all colour coded, so you can easily see which ones you need to book. If you just match the colours from the ones at the top, so both Rajan and Simran are in juniors blue to black, but you might have different kids in different lessons, so you can easily see which, at a glance, which lesson is suitable to which child or which adult. So that's been a brief overview of the bookings. As I say, if there's any problem, just place a call on this number or fire us an email, and we'll endeavour to sort out whatever it is. It should be fairly straightforward to use, and if I just show you what it looks like on a mobile phone, there's a bit more scrolling involved, as there always is on a mobile, but we've tried to make it easy with these buttons that take you to the relevant bits. And then that's the instructions, and then you can see your member there, and you just see the lessons. On a mobile phone it looks like this. You can book a lesson, you can see the previous lesson they've attended, and you can choose another member. Let's go and look at Rajan. He's booked on the same lessons. Let's book another lesson. So scrolling down, let's try and book Rajan on. So if I try to book him on Mighty Morphs, it just says no. Just return to lessons. He's not a Mighty Morph. He's not a white to blue. He's not an adult, but he is a blue to black. So if I try and book that lesson, so that just scrolls you down to to book a member on this class. So you can see this is for debugging because we're still in development. That'll probably disappear when things are running more smoothly. But we've got lesson type, lesson date, and the time of the lesson. Yellow button is to go down to the members. The lesson isn't booked until you click on the red button. So we want to book Rajan on it. Sorry, this member has already booked 2 lessons this week, and then it shows you what other lessons they've booked. So please try and book the lessons that you intend to show up on. If you're booking a lesson and then you don't show up, or if you change it at a later date, I mean, sometimes things can't be helped, but just give us a call and we'll do what we can to help you out. But you are taking up a slot that someone else might be able to take, so please try and, rather than just bulk book everything, just book what you intend to turn up to, and then we'll do our best to get through this difficult time where we're having to watch our numbers and we're being watched by people to make sure we're adhering to the COVID policy, and this booking system is for our reporting as well, so that we can show exactly who we had and which lessons, and that we haven't overbooked, and if we can all help each other out, that'd be great. I've been James from Energize on behalf of Master Moss and the CMBBA Academy.
Well, I hope that helped. It was a little bit long-winded, but I hope it got the message across of how we're able to develop and improve the site for you to make it more friendly and usable. Right, as I mentioned before, the techniques we was doing beforehand, we're now going to put together in attack and defence mode. Okay, so from there, we're going to be doing it on a 2-step forward, 2-step back, and relating to the attack and defence. So the first attack is going to be a high punch. We're going straight for the chest. We're going straight into the punch here, and we're going to then follow up with a front kick. Okay, so we bring it in. So we're going to step forward, punch, and kick. Okay, so stepping in with a punch and kick. And again, we're to 2 more, stepping forward. And again, obviously, I've mentioned before, if you haven't got space, we can just go on the spot and on the spot. Right, from there, the defence for that, as they step forward with a punch, we're going to step back with the middle lock. And from there, we're going to come down with a low lock. Okay, so we step forward, punch, step back with a middle lock, step back. Pretty straightforward here, stepping in with that punch, so step back, middle block, step back, low block. And one more for you, step. And as I mentioned before, if you haven't got space, just alternate the feet on the spot. Right, that's pretty straightforward. The next one we're going to come in, as we've done before, we're going to come in with that side punch. Okay, I'm dropping down, I'm now looking for this rib cage area here, could be the floating ribs or the ribs. We're going straight into the rib here. The follow-up attack is off the back leg. We're going to turn in with a turning kick. So we'll come in with that turning kick to the body. So from there, as we step forward, is side punch to one side of the rib cage, turning kick to the other side of the rib cage. So we're coming in here, 1, and follow up the turning kick. And again, so. Punch and turning kick. And I've got one more on the attack. Good. Right, from there, what we're going to do to follow on with that, we're going to do 2 defences and then a counter attack. So as they come in with a punch, we're looking here. So I'm going to come backwards, palm up or block for that one. Now the attack was that turning kick, so they come in, we're going to step back, waist block because they're looking for that rib cage, and I'm going to follow on up. So coming with that turning kick here, I'm going to pick that front leg up and kick straight down that centre line for them. So as they come in with that first punch, they're going for this side of the body, and now they're going the other side of the body. And straight through the middle, so I'll stop the leg there, straight in front with that side kick. So they're coming in here, palm upward, waist block, side kick. Okay, and this hand again. And again. Two more. And one. Good. Right, next one we're going to come forward. We're going to a front kick, and then we're going to come in with that twin block to the the jaw. So we're going to do a front kick and land with a kick. So if you do it on the spot, we're here. I'm using the other leg, coming forward, straight to the jaw. So we're going to have a front kick. Two more in the attack. And one more. Let's go. Right, so obviously for that front kick we could do that low block. What we're going to do this time, and again we didn't practice earlier, so I apologise about that. From here, we're going to go forwards with both fists vertical. So next fist pressing block. You're aiming for the shin as soon as I pick the kick up. So if you notice with the defence, I've stepped forward, not backwards. So I'm stepping in and trapping that shin. Okay. So they're stepping forward and that's into the shin before they can extend the leg. So we're jamming in there. Right, this time, when they've done the kick here, as you know, we stop their leg, they're stepping forward to the jaw here. I'm stepping back with that wedging block. So step forward, just trap the front kick, and we step back to stop the grab or the twin vertical punch. So we'll follow up with a counter in a moment. And one more. Straps into shin, grab. Right, from there I've gone on the inside of their forearms, grab, stop the technique, the grab or the punch to the jaw. I'm now going to cut around the back of the head and the rear knee, bring up, and we're aiming for the solar plexus. Bring the head down, reaching for the solar plexus, which is in the centre of the chest here, and just go back to guard. Right, we'll step back again, stepping forward, step back, grab the back of the neck so you're that close to the person, knee kick, and just back and cover. Right, at normal steps, let's go. Forward, step back, grab, and back and cover. And forward, back, grab, cover, and again, let's go. And again, forward, right, next one we're going to go through, we're going to attack like a punch, but instead of using a punch, we're using the fingertips. And where you use the fingertips is the softer tissues. So it could be the eye, it could be the throat, okay, either top or bottom part of the throat. So it's where the fist won't work as effectively. So we're going to step forward this leg, this arm this time. We're going to go a flat fingertip thrust. So we'll go one. So let's go for the eye, so high section here. And I'm going to follow up with that back leg with that side kick. So stepping forward. One, and side kick. Good. If you're restricted to space, just step exchange. So there, bring it back, there. So stepping forward, disarm this leg. So we need to bring that heel across as a foot sword, as we explained before. One more, flat fingertip thrust. Right, the defence for that, as we've had done in the past, is that rising block. So they're going for the head, could be the throat or the eyes. So I'm going to step back one leg, and we're lifting the hand up. So we're going up the centre line. As they come forward, that turning kick, side kick, it's coming across the body. That waist block that went outwards, but we're going to bring it inwards. Okay, so they step forward, step back, rising block, inward block. Okay, so step forward, let's go, rising block, inward block. So again, we're still covering this area. If they kick lower, we're obviously taking a low block. If it's a head shot, we can bring it in but in this case we're assuming it's around here. Stepping forward. Right, we're going to counter-attack this time. So as I step forward, 1, we're coming in. Now, if their legs here, what's exposed to yourself is the kidney area. So that front leg into the kidney area. Okay, we'll actually look for that target. This leg back. Just have the hands in a relaxed, natural position. And going back. And we're just going to do two more before we move on to the next section. So hopefully it's come apparent on what the attacks and defensive are there, and again it's visualisation. So well done for keeping going for that one, and I'll come back and see you in a moment. As you may be aware, at this juncture we go on to do the fitness parts. Go to your own pace. I say this every week, but most important, don't want you to get hurt. So if you have to sit out, please do so. If you want to rest it, or if you want to keep going. So as Mrs. Ross is talking, you don't have to copy exactly what she's doing. Go to the right level you're working at. So she'll be working at a low level, intermediate level, senior level, and let's get some cells moving. I'll pass you over to Mrs. Ross.
Morning everybody. Okay, we're going to start with the sit-ups this week. Okay, so make sure you've got space. You can put your feet underneath the coffee table or under the bed so that keep your feet secure, or you can just put them flat on the floor, taking your arms back and just straight back up. You can do it that way. If you want to make it a bit more difficult, you can have your knees up or up here and lifting up and down. You choose. I prefer to keep my feet under something, so Master Ross, if you wouldn't mind holding my feet. Again, go to your pace. If you want to go faster than me, go faster. If you want to adapt and go slower or change position, you can do. Okay, so time is on when you're ready. Just make sure you're breathing. Keep on breathing. So as you come up, breathe out. As you go down, breathe in and out on the way up. You can go quicker. You can go slower. If it's too much, take it back down the elbows and up. Your choice. Okay, we're over halfway.
Last 10 seconds.
So keep going. Push it out. Push it out.
5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Well done.
Good work. Well done. Okay, moving on. We're going to go straight into star jumps this week. Okay. Again, if you just want to step it, just step it. Take the arms out and legs out. If you wanted to put the jump in, put the jump in. And if you want to make it a little bit harder this week, then you're going to touch your toes and star jump. Touch your toes. When you touch your toes, though, I'll just show you it this way. Don't just bend. You're not doing a big bow. Okay, bend your knees. Touch your toes, then star jump. Your choice. When we're ready, timer's on. Okay, pick which one you wish. Out and in. Out and in. Make sure you're using both legs. That's why I'm going side to side. And those that are doing the jump in, out and in. And if you're touching your toes, even better. Well done. Keep it going. Keep it going. Take it down. Take it up. Your choice.
Last 5 seconds.
Keep moving.
5.
Keep moving.
4.
Push it out.
3.
Push it out.
2. 1. And relax.
Good. Well done. Okay, this last one, what we're going to do this week, we're doing the double arm punching. So punching out as quick as you can. Again, go to your speed. We're going to do 30 seconds with the two arms. Straight into 15 seconds on one arm, 15 seconds on the other arm. I'll probably use my right hand twice, but you switch because I've got a poorly left shoulder. When we're ready, time is on, and go. Punch it out. Punch it. Nice and big, nice and straight. Keep going. Keep going. Push. Push. Keep going. It's a good one. Keep breathing. Push it out.
Halfway there.
Keep going. You've probably seen what these on our challenges. Maybe you can do the challenge. See how many you can do. Keep going. Keep going.
Last 5 seconds.
Push.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
And single.
One arm. Out you go. All the way back to the shoulder. Bringing it back. Bringing it back. Straight out. Straight in front. Keep going. Keep going. Push. Push.
5, 4, 3, 2. Change arms.
And switch arms. Okay, I'm going to go back to this one. You switch to the other arm. Keep going. Keep going. Nearly there.
4, 3, 2, 1. And stop.
Good work. And just give those arms a nice big rotation. Good. And breathing in. Breathing out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, turn face whichever side you wish. Putting one leg in front of the other. And a big stretch forward. Stretching from the tip of your fingers all the way down to the heel. Holding that for 3, 2, 1, and change. Go on the other side. Make it as long as you can. Big stretch out from the tips of these fingers all the way down to that heel. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, standing up, putting one foot in front of the other. And all you're going to do is bend the back knee and take the bottom backwards. Okay, if I show you that from this way. So you've got one foot in front of the other, lifting it up onto the heel, the front foot, and just sit back on it. If you want to make it a bigger stretch, then just lower your chest down to your knee. Hold it there. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Coming up slowly. Swap the feet. One foot in front of the other. The front foot, bring it up to the heel. Take the bottom backwards and sit down. Good. If you want to make it a bigger stretch, hold in those toes and try and get this chest nearer to your knee. Hold it there. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good work. Just give those legs a little bit of shape. Good work again. Well done, people. See you next week. Bye.
Well, hopefully you kept up with all that, and if you did, great job, well done. I did mention before that some of you guys are able to watch this that are not through the channel, which is the carginmaster.com, but some of the guys are finding a few technical problems. So if you're finding technical problems, do it directly through the channel, which is the carginmaster.com, and you'll actually be able to, one, interact with us, ask any questions, ask for requests of future sessions, which is, we've had a few of them, that's worked out very well, but also we have less technical problems on that channel. Just the word of the week. This word of the week is focus. Okay, and what we're talking about here, yes, as a martial artist, is without focusing the technique to the right target, it's not have the same effect. So you can just hit someone anywhere, not nice, but it doesn't do the effect of the defence in what you're looking for. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about focus on your mind and your concentration, which works in well. So you can focus on your goals, set your goals and the tasks. So by presetting your goals and tasks, you can actually do it, but focus on what you're doing, and that will take in with the thought of the day. And the thought of the day, which we relate to with focus, is wherever you are, be there. Some people sometimes come to the academy, it takes them a while to switch off. They walk in and you see when they're doing the warm-up and they're still somewhere else. It might be that job that we're doing before they came here. It might be having trouble on the road, rushing because the traffic's held them back. But it's taken a while to get there. What you want to try and do is, as soon as you're there, switch on to what you're doing there. What about the other bits and bobs? Pigeonhole them. And that's a great thing that I like to tell people to do. If you're doing this, do it and focus with what you're doing. Keep your concentration, keep your mind on the job, be there. When you're at work, you can focus and be there. I know that I get other distractions, but pigeonhole your focus. and that's where you get more effective at everything you do. Okay, so the word of the week is focus, and the saying of the thought of the day is wherever you are, be there. It's great that you're there with us today. I hope you enjoyed the whole of the session, and we look forward to seeing you next week. So don't forget, keep involved with us. If you register with cargamos.com, you can actually see more that's going on than we just shoot out on YouTube. We're going to finish there for you, and from there, feature and bow. Have a safe and great weekend. Good day to you.